Welcome back! In our previous episode, we did a basic overview of the Makedonski Narodni Prikazni. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I highly recommend pausing this video, going to our archives, and looking up the video called Macedonian Movies and getting caught up. For the rest of us, though, as promised, we're going to cover an entire episode of the Makedonski Narodni Prikazni. We've all heard of Netflix and chill. Well, tonight, we're doing Makedonski Narodni Prikazni and chill. Need a shorter name for that. Tonight's episode is titled Siromaviot Trusestori Tsar, or The Poor Man That Became a King. Our story opens with two men building what we later find out is a bridge. Don't work too hard now, fellas. Now, a third man enters, and he warns them that the Tsar is approaching. A Tsar is basically a king, similar to the Russian word Tsar, only we say Tsar, but they're both basically kings. Now, the Tsar approaches with his two goons to oversee construction of the bridge. Now, the Tsar is living very much like a Tsar would. He's got his two goons pouring him his coffee and lighting his pipe. Now, one of the workers notices how the Tsar is living and takes a liking to it. He whispers to his two friends that he sees how the Tsar is living and decides that the life of a Tsar is the life for him.
Може. Јас ќе се сторам цар. Јас ќе си можа. Ти ќе се сториш.
Now, after the Tsar and his goons leave, work continues as usual. Can't wait to use that bridge when it's done. Our hero packs up and he heads home. When he gets home, he calls out to his wife because he has big news. Big is a relative term. Big for him, bad for her.
Цар да се сторам.
Што си решил?
Цар да се сторам.
He finds his wife and tells her that he is now going to live like a Tsar, which is nice for him. Not so much for her, because that basically means he expects her to wait on him hand and foot as if he was a Tsar.
Со овие зборови ти мене што ми ги кажуваш, ми се чини како да чува Господ и да брани како нетокму.
Слушај.
His wife is understandably a little bit concerned that her husband may have gone off the deep end. Now, they have a back and forth for a little while. I'm not going to translate it because they talk kind of fast and there's a lot to it. Just remember that she thinks he's insane and he's just trying to get her to hold him by the arms, sit him down on his chair, light his pipe, and get him some coffee. And it kind of goes on and on for back and forth like that. Again, remember, this is an actual married couple in real life, and they have such amazing chemistry, and I could just watch them argue all day. This is great.
Што било цар, бе? То не било ништо. Не ми ти било ништо. Цар ко цар. Исти човек ко мене. Само што имаш...
Исто ко тебе, вака ко ќе погледнеш, не знаеш кој е кој. Исто, то исто.
Не би така.
Так.
И само што имаш...
She eventually gives in and helps him sit down on his makeshift Tsar chair.
Бре, шубо било човек да ми ти биди цар.
Our hero takes a minute to bask in his tsariness while his wife gets him some coffee. She sets down his coffee and goes to light his cigarette.
Прво подвати ме подмишки, боли ти го историш кавето, испај го.
Sorry, I just wanted to add in that little bit of coffee about to spill. She helps readjust the Tsar out of the sun and give him a little love tap right there. Back at the bridge site, we see the actual Tsar and his goons overseeing the progress again. Now, I must admit, I see a lot of Tsar goons come and go on this show, but these two are amongst the best. They truly revel in working for this Tsar. It's kind of nice, actually, to see.
Малку шекерче може? Не. Ај сега да си одиме. Мостот да си го видам.
After the Tsar leaves, the two remaining workers realize that it's been a while since they've seen their friend and they should probably go check on him. And I really don't think that bridge is going to get done anytime soon. They show up to his house and are greeted by his wife. His wife informs them that he thinks he's now a Tsar and is probably sick in the head. They mull it over for a little while and diagnose him with being Štraknat.
Huh? Mene baja gi mizlja Štraknat. Huh? Ti što misliš, ha?
Štraknat je, štraknat.
Vidi kako je strigan.
Ne be strigan, to je štrapanje sa nožnice.
Takvi bile carejte.
Slušaj, domaće.
Štraknat je.
Slušaj, sve što ti kažem.
The two friends decide they're going to get him some help, but before they do, they got some work to finish up, and well, that Magare could really make their lives easier. So he asks if he could borrow the Magare first, and then after that, they'll deal with the would-be Tsar. The wife agrees, and then he's off on his way with the Magare. They go back to the bridge site, and good God, that thing's not going to get finished anytime soon. The one friend decides to call it an early day because, well, at this point, why the hell not? The last friend sticks around and does a little bit more digging. When he does that, he uncovers two mysterious chests.
Zlato.
Gold.
Da vidim još ima ovo drugo. Altani.
I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm not terribly sure what Altani means, but in all honesty, it's really not that important. They're both they're chests filled with treasures, both gold and, we'll say kisses or something like that. So he takes both chests and he loads up his Magare with them. He loads up his Magare in real time. They really never considered to possibly edit this down a little bit to move it along a little bit. They're still showing it. He's still loading it up. Drink it in. We get to see every last second of it. A little bit more. And oh, why not? Just a little bit more. And we're on our way. Now that his Magare is loaded up with his gold and his kisses, he's getting it out of there to presumably start a whole new life. He's walking through the forest and, well, we don't really know what he's going to do. Wait, what? What just happened? Did he just die? Yes, he's dead. So the story takes a little bit of an odd twist. Literally, the only guy working on the bridge takes a tumble and falls and dies, leaving the Magare filled with his gold and his kisses unattended. So now that he's dead, the Magare is basically left unattended. And there is an old Macedonian saying that says, Ako ostaš Magare polno sa zlato I altani, ke si pojdi doma. It's an oddly specific saying, but it's true. The Magare heads home. Now the Magare heads home and is later discovered by the wife. She notices that the Magare brought two chests filled with goodies in them.
Pari! Samo ni dojde. Aj.
She brings the Magare to her Tsar husband and tries to explain to him that this is no ordinary Magare. He's not hearing any of it because he really doesn't want to lift a finger being a Tsar. They argue back and forth for a little while she tries to explain to him that this is a special Magare. He still doesn't listen and while she gets annoyed and basically tells him get the hell up. He gets up and takes the Magare away with the gold and the kisses, now having the means to actually live like a Tsar, only this time with his Tsaritsa. I think Tsaritsa is the word for it. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know in the comments. I guess the moral of the story is fake it till you make it. Our hero wanted to live like a Tsar, and well, now he gets to. And that was the Makedonski Narodni Prikazni. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'll add a link to this episode on the Facebook page so you can see it yourself. Do you want me to do more of these kinds of episodes with the Narodni Prikazni? Don't worry. Next episode, we're going back to the kitchen. We're going to keep on cooking. That hasn't changed. We're still going to do that. I'm just like to try new things now and then. But let me know what you think. And with that being said, my name is Nick Sadowski. This has been The Better Balkan. Hey guys, if you like what you've been seeing and you want a more interactive experience, you can head on down to Facebook and search under The Better Balkan. While you're there, you'll be able to find links to all of my videos. You can chat with me directly, send me a message if you have any questions about any of the recipes that I've covered, any of the music on the show, or if you have any suggestions about recipes that you want to see me cover. If you have suggestions about recipes, please have a couple of pictures of these recipes. Sometimes these things are a little bit hard to find, so pictures would be a big help. If you have any questions about life in general, I'll be happy to answer them. Even if I don't know the answer, I'll be happy to make something up. That being said, hope you've been enjoying the videos. Keep on cooking.